gentlemen, yes, I'm Don Bowles. Welcome back here after the break. Of course, I hope you enjoyed Pregame Report as I enjoy doing it, and I hope you enjoy some of the information we give you, whatever, keep you up to date, not just Shack Sports, but everything else as well. But tonight, it is a doubleheader here on Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components and C103. And it is the Whiteoak Wildcats taking on South Webster, our first game. Second game, it'll be Fairfield taking on Western Latham, the Western Indians. But first this, as we now begin our Southern Hills Community Bank tip-off show, again here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
What we believe matters because it shapes who we are. At First State Bank, we believe in rural communities. We have since our start in 1884. We're proud of where we come from. And while others have come and gone, we've remained, because standing by the folks you believe in is what a real local bank does. First State Bank, built on belief.
The Ohio Valley CTC is excited to introduce a brand new HVAC program. The program will be open to all juniors and seniors. Enrollment is based on program availability, so you do not have to live in Adams County to attend. This program will prepare the next generation of skilled technicians to meet the growing demands of the HVAC industry. Students will train with the latest technology, gaining the skills needed for a successful career in HVAC. Do not miss this opportunity. Contact the Ohio Valley CTC today and pioneer your pathway towards a rewarding career in HVAC.
Final clearance sale on all remaining 2024 models in stock at Jerry Hague Motors. $8,000 off 24 Suburban or Tahoes with Chevy Loyalty. Or check out a 24 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab RST with $10,000 off with Chevy Loyalty. All 24 models priced to sell. Hurry in for the best selection. Trade-ins are welcome. No gimmicks or tricks added to the deal. So stop in at Jerry Hague Motors in Hillsboro. I'm Steve Hague, and I want your business.
The Dickey Group invites you to explore country living at its finest. Visit thedickeygroup.com to see pictures of an extensively renovated two-story farmhouse on Cemetery Road near Peebles, Ohio, featuring a gas fireplace with brick hearth, hardwood floors, 3-bedroom, 2-bath floor plan with outdoor living space and outdoor kitchen, heated garage and shop, livestock barn with horse stalls, set on 6.4 acres. Jeff Dickey or one of his agents can schedule your tour today. Visit thedickeygroup.com for more listings and information.
You go up the hill, wind around, and you end up at a beautiful facility. It's Waverly High School. That's where we are. And joining me now, Mr. Brett Spencer, and we're going to jump right into the Magulac Tire Service roster report with a look at the South Webster Jeeps.
Thank you, Don Bowles. South Webster Jeeps come into tournament play. They're going to have 13 on the roster, 4 seniors, 4 juniors, 1 sophomore, and 4 freshmen. It's number 1, Eli Roberts. He averages 21.4 points a game. You'll hear his name a lot tonight. He's 6'8". He's a senior. A 5'9" senior, that's Christian White. He wears the 2 jersey. 3, that's Dylan Schupert, a 6'1" senior. A 5'11" senior is number 4, Owen Malt. Number 5 is Hunter Barnard. He's 5'11". He's a junior. Number 10 is Cole Bennett, a 5'10" sophomore. 5'11" freshman, that's Braden Barnard. He wears the 12 jersey. 13 is Brigham Burton. He's 6 foot. He's a junior. A freshman is 6'1". That's number 14, Jaheim Froh. 22 is Brian McClintock. He's 6'1". He is a junior. 6'2" junior is Bo Stevens. He wears the 24 jersey. 23, that's Caden Perkins, a 5'10" freshman. Rounding out this roster is another freshman at 6'2", Corey Burton. He'll be wearing the 32 jersey tonight. The coach, Mr. Norm Person. He's assisted by Ryan Fenton, Jimmy Person, and Brandon Grant.
Thank you much, Brett. We continue the Magulac Tire Service roster report. Right after this, we'll take a look at those Whiteoak Wildcats. Next, here on the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show, here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Nothing like the crack of a bat.
3, and it's a ground ball to the pitcher They'll get the runner at second. Can they turn two? They do.
C103 and 995 The Edge, along with Good Guys Radio TV baseball action is here.
And this is going to be knocked out, fly ball towards center field. It's going to hit the gap. That's going to bring Gallagher home and be good for a double for Holden.
Between regular season baseball and tournament season baseball action, we have it all for you, all for free.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show once again. I am Don Bowles, along with me, Mr. Brett Spencer, as we are at Waverly High School. And it's now time to take a look at the Magulac Tire Service roster report. And here again is Brett.
Thank you, Don Bowles. Coach Greg Patton brings in his Whiteoak Wildcats for tournament play with 14 on the roster, 3 seniors, 3 juniors, 6 sophomores, 2 freshmen. It's number 1, Zach Igo. He's 5'10". He's a junior. A 6'2" senior. That's Xander Rhodes. He'll be wearing the 2 jersey. 3 is Mr. Sawyer Blair, a 5'11" junior. 5'10" sophomore. That's number 5, Jason Gaskins. 10, that's Connor Dickey. He's 5'8". He's a sophomore. A senior, 6'2", is Jackson Tedford. He'll be wearing the 11 jersey. 12 is Brady Brandenburg. He's 6'2". He's a junior. 14 is Christian Hyde, a 5'9" sophomore. Another sophomore, 6'1". That's 20, Jonah Michael. 21, Aiden Crow, a 6'3" senior. A 5'8" freshman, Christopher Westner. He wears the 22 jersey. 23 is Charlie Starks. He's 5'10". He's a sophomore. A freshman at 5'8". That's number 34, Grady Roberts. And 44, rounding out this roster, Caden Butler. He's 6'1". He's a sophomore. Again, coached by Mr. Greg Patton, assisted by Cole Schaefer and Wes Blair. The athletic director, Maya Call. The principal, J.P. Ghosh. And the superintendent, Jason Isles. Now the cheerleaders for the Wildcats, it's going to be Sydney Shelton, Hannah Burnett, Olivia Michaels, Gabriella Crow, Cariana Dorset, Jenna Canada, Sierra Boggs, and they are coached and advised by Ms. Kim Vance.
All right, let's go ahead and keep it right here during our Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. Let's talk a little bit first, Brett, about the South Webster Jeeps. You and I saw them up at OU last year. This young Mr. Roberts is a pretty special player. This ball club comes in here 18-3. Overall, they're 8-2 in league play. They play in the Southern Ohio Conference, Division 3, excuse me. Those 3 losses, well, they lost to Medford twice. Once 57-49 and another time 71-62. And then they lost to Fairland one time, 65-49. One matchup, well, before I get to that, let me mention this. They score 63 points a game, give up 47.5. That's a pretty nice spread, 15.5 points. Eli Roberts is the big guy. He's 6'8". Yes, at our league level, you would think he's a post player. We're sitting here watching him dropping threes. He shoots all over the floor. And he doesn't have to work real hard, Brett. But this ball club, interestingly enough, matched up against North Adams. They defeated North Adams by 2, 74-72. Whiteoak lost to North Adams 74-41. That's the only like opponents they had. But this is a pretty nice ball club, isn't it?
The Whiteoak Wildcats, nice little ball club. Coach Patton's got them playing hard. And, of course, they got to face, anytime you're facing a player that's 6'8", you've got your hands full. And that's what they're going to have. About 71% of the shooting or the scoring comes from 3 players on South Webster, that being Eli Roberts at 21.4 points, Dylan Schubert at 13.6, and Hunter Bernard at 10 points. But then you have that very balanced scoring for Whiteoak. They're going to be with Xander Rhodes and Sawyer Blair, both of them right at 13 points. You also have Brady Brandenburg. He's right above 12 points a game. And so their depth for Whiteoak is much better than what I think South Webster is off the bench.
Well, and South Webster, again, they depend a lot, as you say, on just a couple of guys. And Robert's pretty special. But, we've seen special players before, haven't we?
Well, you get 71.4% of your points coming from 3 players, and one of those legs fall apart in a game or get foul trouble, it can make a big difference in a ball game.
Yes. And we will take a quick break. We'll be back. We'll be back and tell you about the starters and more as we continue here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Gotcha.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Trying to find a durable new look for your retail office, house, garage, or new barn dominium? Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding has added 2 new profiles within the past year that would make great options. A heavier 26-gauge metal board and batten with several colors to choose from adds a fresh new look to any project regardless of size. Or come in and check out our new options for standing seam. If it's steel roofing and siding, it comes from Higgins. Located in Hillsboro and Jackson, Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding. Family owned and operated since 1958.
Step into your career at the Ohio Valley Career and Technical Center on March 25th from 4 to 7 p.m. Tour our building, meet our expert instructors, and explore 12 hands-on programs designed for real-world success. High school guidance counselors will be available to assist you with enrollment and answer questions. Ohio Valley CTC provides hands-on career training while allowing students to participate in sports, take college classes, and enjoy the full high school experience. Enrollment is based on availability, so you do not have to live in Adams County to attend. Visit the Ohio Valley CTC on March 25th to see how we can help you pioneer your pathway.
Love pizza? Snappy just made it even easier to satisfy your cravings. Download our brand new Snappy app today and unlock delicious perks. With Snappy Rewards, every order brings you closer to free pizza, exclusive deals, and VIP access to our latest creations. Order faster, earn rewards, and never miss out on a mouth-watering Snappy flavor. Search Snappy Tomato Pizza in your app store now and join the club where every bite pays off.
Welcome back to Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. We told you a little bit about the South Webster Jeeps. Whiteoak, on the other hand, a team, second-year coach Greg Patton. They score 51 points per game, give up 54.1. But this is a ball club that finished strong. They defeated Ironton St. Joe 60-46 to get here. They're 5-8, finished in 4th place in Division II in the Shack, 9-13 overall. This is a ball club that works really, really hard. They don't have a lot of size, but as Brett said, they go pretty deep. And as I said, as the season progressed, like most of the teams that are left here, it's a little bit, Brett, sometimes about which team gets hot at the end of the season more than it is how good they are, isn't it?
Yeah, I've been impressed at how Whiteoak just continued to forge ahead, got better with every game, and I think it's going to be, they have some nice rebounders on this Whiteoak Wildcat. We've got Aiden Crow that averages 6.3 rebounds a game, and then you have several other players that are coming in with 3 and 4 rebounds per game. So I think that's going to be something they're going to have to get a body on Roberts down there into the paint to avoid any offensive rebounds. I like Whiteoak's style of play right now. They're playing a little more up-tempo than they did at the beginning of the year, and that may be something that'll work against South Webster.
All right, why don't we take a look at the starters? We again visit the Maglite Tire Service starters this time.
South Webster Jeeps are going to start 4 seniors and 1 junior. It's going to be number 1, Eli Roberts. He's 6'8". He is a senior. Number 2, Christian White at 5'9", senior. 3 is Dylan Schupert, a 6'1", senior. Number 4, Owen Malt, a 5'11", senior. And then that lone junior, he stands 5'11" inches tall. He wears the 5 jersey. His name, Hunter Bernard. For the Whiteoak Wildcats, they're going to start 1 senior, 3 juniors, and 1 sophomore. It's going to be number 1, Zach Igo. He's your junior at 5'10". Number 2, Xander Rhodes, a 6'2", senior. Another junior, 5'11", Sawyer Blair, wearing the 3 jersey. 12, Brady Brandenburg, a 6'2", junior. And number 20, Jonah Michael. There's your sophomore at 6'1". That'll be your 5 starters. And then we have a nice referee crew. Truman Hash, Isaiah Haney, and P.D. Seaman.
P.D. Seaman celebrating his 40th year as a referee, and has already agreed he'll be featured as a referee at the C103 Southern Hills League Shack All-Star game. So you get to see PD referee again. But 40 years, Brett. Pretty nice stuff, right?
Pretty nice stuff. And he's always around tournament time, and always a pleasant person down on the floor as well.
Right. We'll take one final break. We're back. Tip-off's up next here on Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components and C103.
Love pizza? Snappy just made it even easier to satisfy your cravings. Download our brand new Snappy app today and unlock delicious perks. With Snappy Rewards, every order.
One of the biggest rivalries in sports is reigniting on Sunday, March 16th at West Union High School.
Dylan low. Dylan shot up and in.
Come out as the Venture Production Hawks battle the Adams County Sheriff's Eagles.
Duncan Darrell's been known to shoot a three. Loads one up and puts it in.
Doors open at 1 p.m. Tip-off at 2.
Out top, it comes there again to Brian Carroll. Shot up and in.
Three-pointer.
Come and enjoy a big day of basketball action.
Roberts, bit of a disparity in size. That's okay. The tip goes to South Webster. South Webster will work to our left, Whiteoak to our right. Whiteoak in the visitors' uniforms there are wearing black with orange trim, white numerals, and the South Webster Jeeps with a shot up off the left wing. It's up and in. That's Christian White. He buries the three, makes it 3-0, and they take a 3-0 lead with 7:40 to go here in our first quarter over the Whiteoak Wildcats.
Christian White averages 6 points a game. He's halfway there with that first three-pointer.
In the corner, Zach Igo goes baseline, tries to throw it cross court, instead throws it. Oh, we're going to get a first foul called. But anyway, South Webster, the home team on the scoreboard. They are in their white home uniforms, red numerals, trimmed in white. Norm Person-Brett, the coach for South Webster. I've been doing this a long time, and I think he's been coaching. I'm not exaggerating. Coaching almost as long as I've been broadcasting. That's a long time. He's been around forever, been to several different schools, has a great degree of success every place he goes. As Whiteoak with the basketball, Brandenburg out off the wing, dribbling there. Goes over far left side to Igo. Igo driving into the paint, goes right side. Nice little dish there. Good patience. Blair puts it up and in. The score 3-2.
Great assist by Igo. As he drew the defensive pressure in the paint, drops it off to Sawyer Blair for his first 2 points. That first foul that was called against South Webster, that was against Christian White, same young man that hit the three-pointer to open the game.
They'll bring the ball over here in front of us to Schubert. Schubert drives in, rejected in underneath. Nice defense down in underneath there by Rhodes. And the ball almost knocked away. Rhodes picks it back up, tried to go right side. Was it tipped? It was not. That'll be a turnover.
Turnover for turnover right there.
After the game, we'll get inside the game with the winning coach. And the coach's comment show presented by ACRMC Family Medicine.
3-2 is the score. South Webster Jeep, they are on top. They also have possession of the ball.
Three shot from the left wing by Roberts. No good. Rebound back down. It'll come back down to Rhodes. Now they'll set the offense there with Sawyer Blair. He'll swing it left side back to Rhodes again. Rhodes off the ball screen. Back out top once again to Michael.
I have to say Whiteoak looks very comfortable in their offensive sets. They're not too panicked about all the height disparity they have down in the paint.
They look as comfortable as I've seen them all season long. I mean, they look like they belong here, and I think they do. Out off the left side, off by Rhodes. And I meant that as a compliment, folks. This is a team that, as we said, has worked really hard to get better. At the beginning of the season, I did not like the way they played. At the beginning of the season, they were not as good as I thought they'd be. But I think they're now where we expected.
I'd say Coach Patton had one of the things he wanted to happen in this game. They pulled Eli Roberts, 6'8" player, out and beyond the three-point line. He picked up a foul trying to stop his opponent from going by him.
Brandenburg has it over in the corner and almost threw it away. He'll take it inside instead, up and in, and Whiteoak has their first lead. They lead 4-3 with 5:35 to go in our first quarter.
Nice little right-hand hook floater by Brandenburg, his first 2 points of the game.
And driving in off the left side, we'll have a foul called this time against Whiteoak.
That foul's going to be called against Zach Igo. That's going to be his team's first for Whiteoak, but it will be a shooting foul. Going to the line, Mr. Roberts. Eli Roberts shoot two. He's 56 for 77 from the free throw line on the season. That's 73%. He makes the first of the two.
It's our 40th annual C103 Shack Senior All-Star Game coming up at North Adams High School, March 28th. Be there. The season's seniors will be there playing girls game, boys game. As I said, Petey Seaman will be there refereeing, and a lot of other folks as well. Make sure you're there. Foul shots, he makes both of them. South Webster retakes the lead 5-4 now as they drive the other way. Nice little behind the defense work there. And putting it up and in was Jonah Michael. And Whiteoak retakes the lead 6-5.
Mr. Michael was so wide open he almost traveled. Instead, he gets that first 2 points for him tonight.
And off the right side, White tried to hang on to the basketball. Instead, good defense there by Whiteoak. And again, Brett, they just look kind of comfortable, don't they?
Very comfortable on both ends of the floor right now, Whiteoak does.
I liked what they did down there. They spread the floor a bit. And when they get that spread, South Webster a little surprised, I think.
You got to like with Whiteoak, already 3 different players in the scoring column. Got another steal by Whiteoak.
Going the other way, it's Igo. A little hop and a skip. Hesitation shot. Nope. Rebound back down. We'll go back the other way. Schubert out ahead to Roberts. Roberts at the foul line. Fall-away jump shot up and in. That's a pretty shot now.
Not much you can do with that. Eli Roberts, his 4th point of the game. Again, averages 21.4 quickly in transition is Whiteoak.
4:36 to go in our first quarter. Score 7-6. South Webster leads, and that is our H&R Block scoreboard update. And a takeaway, another turnover. We'll go back the other way. White block shot. Good defense. Nice job getting back was Rhodes. And there's going to be a foul called against, I guess it's a recovery foul against South Webster.
The foul's going to be called on Christian White. That's going to be his 2nd, team's 3rd. Christian White averages 5.8 points a game. Hit the opening 3-pointer for South Webster.
Again, H&R Block, our tax and financial partner in West Union. The score 7-6. South Webster with the lead. Brandenburg going the other way. A little hop and a skip in the paint. Puts it up and in.
How nice.
8-7 now.
Brandenburg,
Whiteoak.
Nice little floaters in the paint. 2 of them thus far. He has 4 points in the game. Christian White's going to be replaced by Brian McClintock for South Webster.
Barnard shot off the right side. No good. Rebound down to Brandenburg. And interesting with all this size spread, it's one and done on the offensive side of things for South Webster, isn't it?
I agree. Doing a nice job on the box out. Now it would be nice if they can pick up that 2nd foul on Eli Roberts. They are pulling him way out away from the basket.
That they are. Blair with the basketball. They'll swing it far left side over there to Igo. Igo looking back out to Michael. And now comes back over to Rhodes again. Look at that wide open. And they go in underneath. Michael with a low fall away misses the shot. It's blocked. Good defense there by South Webster. But with the help of Igo, Brandenburg gets it back. And it's knocked away, but Whiteoak will recover it. Good save there. But then a steal back the other way it goes. Driving in for a shot up and in. That was Dylan Schubert. Make it 9-8 as South Webster retakes the lead off of the turnover.
Thought Schubert was going to elevate for the dunk. Instead, he lays it in easily. Dylan Schubert, his first 2 points of the game for South Webster.
Brandenburg out top. Asked for a little help. They picked up as another takeaway. Driving the other way, up and in. And once again, that was a steal by Schubert. And make it 2 quick baskets, makes it 11-8. As they picked up the on-ball pressures, what I just started to say when they took the ball away.
Yes. First time that Whiteoak has looked at least bit rattled these last 2 possessions. Both of them resulted in turnovers.
11-8, biggest lead for South Webster. Brandenburg, a little turnaround, partially blocked out of bounds by Roberts.
Checking in for South Webster, that's going to be Bo Stevens. He will be replacing Mr. Owen Malt.
Started to say it was partially blocked. I don't think that was partially at all, Brett.
That was a swat away. That was by Eli Roberts.
Inbounds, they'll get the basketball there to driving in, missed shot. They needed that. Sawyer Blair missed that. Back the other way we'll go. And that's that speed up thing. You get a little off balance and miss those shots. Shot up by Roberts, no good. Rebound back out top by Roberts.
Jonah Michael got a piece of that shot by Roberts out beyond the 3-point line.
And Roberts not liking it because he thought the ball was tipped. Instead, it's a over and back call as he caught it behind the middle line. And that'll be a turnover. Whiteoak will have the basketball.
A couple players on South Webster have had discussions with the referees. It did not seem to move their position.
As dribbling off the right side, there is Blair. Blair, bounce pass into the corner. Now for Igo for a 3. Nope, rebound backside. Back over there by Rhodes. Back out top again to Blair.
First 3-point attempt by Whiteoak in the game.
Oh, nice entry pass between the defense, up and in. Xander Rhodes makes it 11-10. We're back to a 1-point ball game as we go back the other way and quickly. South Webster scores.
Bo Stevens going to get that basket for South Webster. That score 13-10. It's another turnover by Whiteoak.
Back will go the other way again. They'll feed it left side. Roberts for a 3 shot. He misses that. Rebound fought for And South Webster gets it back for a quick shot off the top there. That was Barnard. Nope. Rebound back out. Roberts, he'll put it up and in.
Eli Roberts now his 6th point of the game.
15-10 the score as a steal off the inbounds make it 17-10. And Whiteoak losing their composure here a little bit. They got to get it settled down. Brandenburg. That's 4 turnovers. There's another 5th turnover in the last 6 possessions, and there we go the other way, Brett. Barnard driving in, kicks it left side there for a shot by McClintock. He misses it, fortunately. Back the other way we go with the basketball, Rhodes.
I believe they're going to call an intentional foul. They're going to call that on Dylan Schubert, I believe, in the backcourt.
42.3 seconds to go in our first quarter, thanks to First State Bank, making this broadcast possible. This First State Bank branch near you at Southern Ohio, Northern Kentucky. Stop in or learn more at FSB, the number 4, me.com.
Whiteoak will take 2 free throws. That will be Mr. Xander Rhodes taking the 2 free throws. He's an 80% free throw shooter, 32 for 40 on the season. He misses the first.
Wouldn't you know?
Wouldn't you know?
42.3 seconds to go. It's a 7-point ball game. 17-10 the score. Whiteoak will take the second foul shot. We're going to get a couple of substitutions, I guess.
Oh, and Malt's going to check in for South Webster. Checking in is Christopher Wessner for the Whiteoak Wildcats. Mr. Rhodes hits the second of the 2 free throws.
Dylan Schubert, a 6'1 senior, steps out after committing that intentional foul. Not a large crowd here, but you have to remember, folks, these are the smallest. This is the smallest division in the state of Ohio as to school population. As the ball knocked away, another turnover. McClintock gets it back behind him. Little reverse layup up and in. Malt make it 19-10.
Oh, and Malt his first 2 points of the game. He averages 4.
Whiteoak loses a little bit of focus is what's going on. Now they go underneath the Brandenburg. Good catch of the basketball. Shot swatted again. And taken back away, will go in off the right side, up and in. Christopher Wessner gets 2, make it 19-12.
Mr. Wessner, just in the game, makes his presence known.
Now go Eli Roberts. And a 3 shot by Roberts off the front, no good. Brandenburg with the ball. And on the buzzer, the shot up, nope. And we'll end the quarter. We're back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
What we believe matters because it shapes who we are. At First State Bank, we believe in rural communities. We have since our start in 1884. We're proud of where we come from. And while others have come and gone, we've remained, because standing by the folks you believe in is what a real local bank does. First State Bank, built on belief.
The Ohio Valley CTC is excited to introduce a brand new HVAC program. The program will be open to all juniors and seniors. Enrollment is based on program availability, so you do not have to live in Adams County to attend. This program will prepare the next generation of skilled technicians to meet the growing demands of the HVAC industry. Students will train with the latest technology, gaining the skills needed for a successful career in HVAC. Do not miss this opportunity. Contact the Ohio Valley CTC today and pioneer your pathway towards a rewarding career in HVAC.
We come back to begin the second quarter. The score is South Webster 19 and Whiteoak 13. Whiteoak with the basketball to begin the quarter. Brandenburg has it ahead off the right side. Dribbling around, they get it off their right side again to Rhodes. To Brandenburg. Brandenburg dribbles left side. And he needs to pick it up for almost a 5-second count. Out there to Igo. Back out again to Rhodes, and here we're seeing that patience we saw earlier in the first quarter.
Really the only trouble Whiteoak had, 7 turnovers in that first quarter, and it came in a flurry right there with backcourt pressure and 3 or 4 turnovers right in a row.
And Jackson Tedford out there in the game, by the way, now for Whiteoak. Nice catch of the basketball there. Blair working against Mock. And then Brandenburg, little hesitation shot. Nope, rebound, out of bounds it goes. It'll be off South Webster. Whiteoak will get another look.
Great move by Brandenburg. Just couldn't get that to drop, and it ended up going off Eli Roberts.
And Roberts didn't like that call, but as, again, inbound skip pass out top to Tedford. Goes right side, and then look at Tedford on the cut. Steps through the defense and wisely kicks it back out to the corner. Now they'll go to Westner, and we'll get what?
Took an extra step over there, trying to drive that baseline. Another turnover. That's number 8 on Whiteoak in this first half. 19-13 is the score. South Webster Jeeps on top. They also have possession. We're at 6:50 to go in the second quarter.
Just as Barry Chevrolet can hook you up with the keys to a new vehicle, we'll give you the keys to the second half with the Barry Chevrolet halftime report. And with the basketball out off the right side there is Malt. And a takeaway, turnover South Webster. Good play there by Tedford. Rhodes ahead right side to Blair. Blair working against Malt. Back out again to Tedford. They'll go off the wing to Brandenburg now. And it's very obvious what Greg Patton decided he's going to slow him down, didn't he?
Yep. And I tell you, easy for me to say sitting at the top of the bleachers, but I think I take it right at Eli Roberts to try and get that second foul if they can.
Oh, I agree with you. He's a little frustrated right now. He'd like to be scoring more points than they do. This team averaging plus 60-plus points.
Nice.
Oh, nice little a half hook or a push shot? Yeah.
Half hook floater by Xander Rhodes. Give him his 5. He's got 5 points now in this game.
5-point ball game, 19-14. South Webster with the lead. Schubert has it. Bounce back. Schubert, by the way, back in the game. He's the one that committed that intentional foul earlier. Roberts from the corner for 3. Nope.
It's going to be a 3-point. Yeah. Got foul behind the line. It's going to be.
And they're polishing that Academy Award down there on the counter. Did you see that?
Yes.
I think in the NBA they'd call that a flop. Would that be what you'd call?
That's exactly what it was. Westner's going to pick up that foul for Mr. Westner. That's his team's first in the second quarter. Back that free throw line. Eli Roberts, very efficient there. He's already 2 for 2.
And folks, that is not a criticism of Eli Roberts. He's a great ball player. It's a part of our basketball game now, but when a player comes any place near you, you're supposed to drop because here is a perfect example. You go to the foul line, shoot 3 foul shots.
Christian White and Hunter Bernard are going to check back in for South Webster.
Roberts will get his 3rd foul shot here. His team up now 21-15. And he makes all 3 of them. This is a really complete ball player. He's 6'8", shoots from the outside, works it inside, plays defense. He's already had at least 2 rejections underneath the basket. Bounce pass ahead right side to Blair. Blair back out, and it's knocked away, and Roberts steals it. Roberts going the other way. Also dribbles pretty well. And the ball knocked away. Out of bounds it'll go back to South Webster. His dad was quite a star, quite the player at Morehead State University. Roberts, you have to assume, will play at the next level. And back out top would go once again. Off the left side there to Roberts. Then far right side, and then back underneath the Roberts a little mid-air catching it up, missed it, put it back up and in.
Wasn't that nice, though? Stayed right up with the ball. He now has 13 points in the game for Eli Roberts. Averages 21.4. 24-15 is the score. 9-point lead for South Webster.
24-15, as Brett said, and the major portion of that Roberts, Brett was saying before the ball game that 71% of their points all come from 3 players, and it's pretty obvious now that Roberts is the driving force. I go off the right side, and it's lost out of bounds. Another turnover against Whiteoak.
3 in this quarter. Checking in is going to be Jonah Michael as well as Aiden Crow for Whiteoak.
Begin your pathway to completion today with the Southern State Community College at sscc.edu. Thanks to Southern State. sponsoring our basketball coverage. And again, it's time for that scoreboard update, brought to you by Jeff Newman and his staff in West Union at H&R Block. They are the tax professionals. Roberts from the corner for a three, and he drops it. 27, and a pretty shot. And we have timeout on the floor. Whiteoak, we're back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Final clearance sale on all remaining 2024 models in stock at Jerry Hague Motors. $8,000 off 24 Suburban or Tahoes with Chevy Loyalty. Or check out a 24 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab RST with $10,000 off with Chevy Loyalty. All 24 models priced to sell. Hurry in for the best selection. Trade-ins are welcome. No gimmicks or tricks added to the deal. So stop in at Jerry Hague Motors in Hillsboro. I'm Steve Hague, and I want your business.
The Dickey Group invites you to explore country living at its finest. Visit thedickeygroup.com to see pictures of an extensively renovated two-story farmhouse on Cemetery Road near Peebles, Ohio, featuring a gas fireplace with brick hearth, hardwood floors, 3-bedroom, 2-bath floor plan with outdoor living space and outdoor kitchen, heated garage and shop, livestock barn with horse stalls, set on 6.4 acres. Jeff Dickey or one of his agents can schedule your tour today. Visit thedickeygroup.com for more listings and information.
For the timeout by Whiteoak, they'll have the basketball. Brett, we hope your theory does not work here, that the person that called the timeout gets a turnover, but Rhodes will bring it this side. Into the hands, they'll go there to Crow, Aiden Crow in the ball game now. As you mentioned it again also in pregame, Brett, jump shot off the right side by Rhodes, no good, but with the basketball's Crow. Whiteoak goes much deeper than South Webster.
Yes, they do.
And Tedford, far right side again to Crow. Crow looking, and almost a takeaway. We'll have a dual possession instead, and it'll be a turnover because it will go to South Webster.
Turnover number 11 in this first half on Whiteoak. That's the fourth in this second quarter.
At halftime, our producer, Sarah Rigdon, will get you up to date with the latest sports headlines and more in the Higgins Steel Roofing Studio update, as she'll heat things up in the kitchen here at halftime. 27-15 is the score. 3:19 to go in the second quarter, and a partially blocked shot results in Whiteoak with the basketball. Dribbling around, Blair. He'll go far left side over there again to Rhodes. Rhodes driving in. Oh, missed shot. Will there be a foul?
I believe they are going to call that foul. From here, it looked like an awful lot of ball right there. That foul is going to be called on Dylan Schubert. That's going to be his second. He joins his teammate, Mr. Christian White, with 2 fouls. Checking back into the game is going to be Owen Malt.
And here they go complaining they didn't like that call. 3:04 to go in our first half. Listen just before each game for the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show and the Maguilac Tire Service starting lineups just before each and every matchup.
Mr. Malt now has checked in for South Webster, and very good free throw shooter Xander Rhodes, 80% on the season. He hit the first of the 2. He's now 2 for 3 from the free throw line. Make that 2 for 4.
You know, Brett, one of the things as a shot off the top, right in front, missed by Michael. Rebound back down to Roberts again. Roberts will take it to the foul line, kicks it underneath. Little hot with the pass, and Malt couldn't corral it. It'll be out of bounds. That'll go back to Whiteoak again. One of my favorite things about tournaments, we get to see all our fellow broadcasters from around the area. Here over our left, the guys from WNXT in Portsmouth. They've been doing basketball and stuff just as long as we have. Good folks. They're here representing South Webster. The ball knocked away. Turnover again. Out ahead. Driving in for a layup. It's good. And that'll be Bo Stevens making it 29-16.
Bo Stevens now with his 4th point of the game. He averages 7 for South Webster. 29-16. 13-point spread. South Webster on top.
Brandenburg tried to go inside. Instead, they again will say, I believe, a foul against South Webster.
The foul is going to be called upon Mr. Bo Stevens. He's getting his name in quite a bit here in this last few seconds. He just scored. Now he picked up a foul.
Well, Brett, you know, it seems like they've called a lot of fouls, but they haven't. There's only been 3 fouls called in this entire quarter, and only 2 of them against South Webster.
Yeah, I agree. They're doing a nice job out there as far as, but it feels like they've been to the free throw line. Most of them shooting fouls. Brady Brandenburg's going to check back in for Whiteoak.
Now, the winner of this ball game will play the winner of our next game, which would be Fairfield or Western. And wouldn't it be fun to see Whiteoak and Fairfield playing each other for the district championship? That would be cool from Ohio University. Bounce pass, they go there to Blair. Nice bounce pass, but he couldn't get it to him, and Roberts comes up with it. Little underhand dish by Roberts. In the far ahead, right side to Malt. He'll drive baseline up and in. Making the score 31-16 now. It is South Webster with the lead.
Oh, and Malt just back into the game for South Webster. He now has 4 points in the game.
This ball knocked away from Blair. Whiteoak will keep the basketball. Minute 47 to go first half. First game of the evening here. Don't forget, on 99.5 The Edge. Later tonight, it'll be Eastern Warriors starting their, their first neutral site tournament game, I guess. Oh, behind the defense, Brandenburg. But he couldn't get the shot made. Will he go to the foul line? He will.
Going to call that foul on Bo Stevens, his second in the last minute. That's the team's third in this second quarter. It's going to check in. It's going to be Brian McClintock. He'll replace Bo Stevens with those 2 fouls for South Webster. Going to the free throw line, shooting 2. Brady Brandenburg, 52% on the season, 40 for 77 coming into this game.
Just down the hill here at the old Waverly gym that most of you know about. That's where Eastern will be playing Chesapeake. Foul shots up and good.
Back end's going to be Brian McClintock, and he'll be replacing. I thought he was going to replace Bo Stevens, but Bo Stevens stepping out already.
31-17 the score. It is South Webster leading Whiteoak.
Brandenburg hits the first of the 2 free throws, misses the second.
Rebound back down there to Barnard, They'll go right side to Roberts. Back. We'll come back over here this side to McClintock. They try to go inside and but they'll bring it back out top.
Bulls, we've seen some nice passes in this first game.
We have on both sides of the basketball.
Sides.
No doubt South Webster's a complete basketball team, especially when you dial in Roberts. Oh, nice little shot up off the inside of the arc. It's up, no good. Rebound, it'll go out of bounds. It'll be Whiteoak.
Nice box out by Xander Rhodes to get possession of that.
Now they'll show full court pressure. Let's see what Whiteoak does to break it here. As Blair in the backcourt, dribbles around, picks the ball up, bounce pass there. They'll go right side, Rhodes for 3. Get in there. No, it does not. Rebound back down again to Roberts. Back the other way we go to Schubert. He'll swing it left side there to McClintock for a 3. It's up and in.
Looked good as soon as he released it. Mr. Brian McClintock averages 6 points a game. Give him his first 3.
Ahead right side there to Rhodes. Rhodes picked up there by Roberts, and the ball knocked away. And no call. That looked like that might be your foul you were looking for there, Brett, but it didn't happen. 34.1 second to go in our first half. Whiteoak will put it in play just about the midcourt.
Our referees tonight, P.D. Seaman, Isaiah Haney, and Truman Hash.
3 shot off the left side. Nope. Rebound back down. White. He'll dribble the length of the floor. He'll kick it left side to Malt. Back to White it goes. Now to McClintock, to Barnard, and back again to Roberts off the wing. Everybody running full open post now. 11 seconds to go in our first half. They'll get it to Roberts. He'll get that last shot. 7 seconds. As the ball knocked away, Malt instead ends up with it from the right side. A 3-shot. Nope. Will end the half. 34-17 the score. South Webster leads Whiteoak. We're back after this. Up next, it's the Barry's Chevrolet halftime report and the Higgins Steel Roofing Studio update. After this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Nothing like the crack of a bat.
3, and it's a ground ball to the pitcher. They'll get the runner at second. Can they turn 2? They do.
C103 and 995 The Edge, along with Good Guys Radio TV, baseball action is here.
And this is going to be knocked out, fly ball towards center field. It's going to hit the gap. That's going to bring Gallinger home. and be good for a double for Holden.
Between regular season baseball and tournament season baseball action, we have it all for you, all for free.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Trying to find a durable new look for your retail office, house, garage, or new barn dominium? Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding has added 2 new profiles within the past year that would make great options. A heavier 26-gauge metal board and batten with several colors to choose from adds a fresh new look to any project regardless of size. Or come in and check out our new options for standing seam. If it's steel roofing and siding, it comes from Higgins. Located in Hillsboro and Jackson, Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding. Family owned and operated since 1958.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Barry Chevrolet halftime report. At the half, the score is 34-17 at South Webster, leading Whiteoak. South Webster outscored Whiteoak 19-13 in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, I should say at the end of the first quarter, they really picked up the defense, creating some turnovers there. And then they continued that in the second quarter to outscore Whiteoak 15-4, and thus the lead 34-17. Next game up, it's Fairfield. The Lions of Fairfield taking on the Western Indians. But for right now, it's the Higgins Steel Roofing Studio update. Up next here on the Barry Chevrolet halftime report here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Step into your career at the Ohio Valley Career and Technical Center on March 25th from 4 to 7 p.m. Tour our building, meet our expert instructors, and explore 12 hands-on programs designed for real-world success. High school guidance counselors will be available to assist you with enrollment and answer questions. Ohio Valley CTC provides hands-on career training while allowing students to participate in sports, take college classes, and enjoy the full high school experience. Enrollment is based on availability, so you do not have to live in Adams County to attend. Visit the Ohio Valley CTC on March 25th to see how we can help you pioneer your pathway.
Love pizza? Snappy just made it even easier to satisfy your cravings. Download our brand new Snappy app today and unlock delicious perks. With Snappy Rewards, every order brings you closer to free pizza, exclusive deals, and VIP access to our latest creations. Order faster, earn rewards, and never miss out on a mouth-watering Snappy flavor. Search Snappy Tomato Pizza in your app store now and join the club where every bite pays off.
One of the biggest rivalries in sports is reigniting on Sunday, March 16th at West Union High School.
Dylan low, Dylan shot up and in.
Come out as the Venture Production Hawks battle the Adams County Sheriff's Eagles.
Duncan Darrell's been known to shoot a 3, loads one up and puts it in.
Doors open at 1 p.m., tip-off at 2.
Out top, it comes there again to Brian Carroll. Shot up and in.
3-pointer.
Come and enjoy a big day of basketball action or tune in on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
What we believe matters because it shapes who we are. At First State Bank, we believe in rural communities. We have since our start in 1884. We're proud of where we come from And while others have come and gone, we've remained, because standing by the folks you believe in is what a real local bank does. First State Bank, built on belief.
The Ohio Valley CTC is excited to introduce a brand new HVAC program. The program will be open to all juniors and seniors. Enrollment is based on program availability, so you do not have to live in Adams County to attend. This program will prepare the next generation of skilled technicians to meet the growing demands of the HVAC industry. Students will train with the latest technology, gaining the skills needed for a successful career in HVAC. Do not miss this opportunity. Contact the Ohio Valley CTC today and pioneer your pathway towards a rewarding career in HVAC.
Final clearance sale on all remaining 2024 models in stock at Jerry Hague Motors. $8,000 off 24 Suburban or Tahoes with Chevy loyalty. Or check out a 24 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab RST with $10,000 off with Chevy loyalty. All 24 models priced to sell. Hurry in for the best selection. Trade-ins are welcome. No gimmicks or tricks added to the deal. So stop in at Jerry Hague Motors in Hillsboro. I'm Steve Hague, and I want your business.
The Dickey Group invites you to explore country living at its finest. Visit thedickeygroup.com to see pictures of an extensively renovated two-story farmhouse on Cemetery Road near Peebles, Ohio, featuring a gas fireplace with brick hearth, hardwood floors, 3-bedroom, 2-bath floor plan with outdoor living space and outdoor kitchen, heated garage and shop, livestock barn with horse stalls, set on 6.4 acres. Jeff Dickey or one of his agents can schedule your tour today. Visit thedickeygroup.com for more listings and information.
Nothing like the crack of a bat.
3, and it's a ground ball to the pitcher. They'll get the runner at second. Can they turn 2? They do.
C103 and 995 The Edge, along with Good Guys Radio TV baseball action is here.
And this is going to be knocked out, fly ball towards center field. It's going to hit the gap. That's going to bring Gallinger home and be good for a double for Holden.
Between regular season baseball and tournament season baseball action, we have it all for you, all for free.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are during the Berries Chevrolet halftime report. And Brett, I like what Coach Greg Patton was doing, but it's tough to execute that against a team that has a 6'8" guy, but that's not been the force other than the scoring thing. It's been the quickness of the guards.
Been the quickness of the guards and the inability of Whiteoak to break that pressure. You know, they came out and they've seen some weakness in their game film, that the pick and roll has worked well. Weak side running up the baseline, it's been open, and they've had a couple nice looks down there where they just beautiful passing, but they've just not been able to convert. Right now trailing 34-17 at halftime, but Whiteoak again, if they could control the ball, especially in that backcourt pressure, this would be a different ball game right now.
Completely agree, but like so many games like this, it's so critical when they come back out to make their game play and not South Webster's. We're back after this on the Berry Chevrolet halftime report here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Trying to find a durable new look for your retail office, house, garage, or new barn dominium? Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding has added 2 new profiles within the past year that would make great options. A heavier 26-gauge metal board and batten with several colors to choose from adds a fresh new look to any project regardless of size. Or come in and check out our new options for standing seam. If it's steel roofing and siding, it comes from Higgins. Located in Hillsboro and Jackson. Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding. Family owned and operated since 1958.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. That ends the Berry Chevrolet halftime report, and Whiteoak will have the basketball here as we start the second half. They get it inbounds to Brandenburg, swings it left side here to Rhodes. Nice catch of the basketball in underneath by Jonah Michael. He puts it up, and guess what, Brett? There's another foul called.
Can't tell if they called that on Mr. Roberts. We're going to see here on the scoreboard pretty quickly.
I believe that was probably on Christian White, which would be his third. Now, that can't be right. He's not on the floor, that young gentleman there. So, anyway, they're trying to get it squared away. We want to say hi to Nancy Walker. She told us she's across the way. Fairfield's #1 fan here already for the next game. He misses the first foul shot.
It's done. That foul was called on Eli Roberts. That's now his second.
And out there for Whiteoak, it's Blair, Brandenburg, Aiden Crow, and I'll get the other two in a second. Is his second foul shot no good, but a turnaround by Brandenburg up and in. Make it 34-19. Good look for Whiteoak to start things here. Also out there for Whiteoak's Jonah Michael and Xander Rhodes. As they'll swing it right side, they go to Roberts. And that was the Magulac Tire Service second half starters out there for South Webster. It is their starters. Eli Roberts, Christian White, Dylan Schubert, Owen Malt, and Hunter Barnard. Now a shot off the elbow there by White, no good. Put back up, no good. Yes, it was good.
Dylan Schubert's going to make that. I thought they may say something to him about slapping the ball out.
36-19. Yeah, that's supposed to be in the first time a warning. Offensive interference ahead right side. Blair looking, bounce pass back out there to Brandenburg. 6:54 to go, third quarter. First game of a doubleheader as Rhodes goes left side. Little shot up off the glass. Nope. Rebound put back up there. Aiden. No, that was Igo putting it up and in and one, Mr. Spencer.
And they're going to give it to him. Nice job, Zach Igo. He's going for the old-fashioned three. He's a 60% free throw shooter, 6 for 10 on the season. Checking in for Whiteoak is going to be Jackson Tedford. Also checking back in is going to be Bo Stevens for South Webster. Be a nice start here if Mr. Igo can knock down this old-fashioned three.
6:47 to go, third quarter. 36-21 the score, and it's off the back of the rim. Tipped around, though, off of South Webster. Whiteoak will get it back.
First half, Whiteoak shot 3 for 6 from the free throw line. You can't shoot 50% in tournament play and expect to advance.
No, and especially against a team like this.
Yes.
Because you can't just worry about putting them on foul or work on putting them in foul trouble. You got to be able to get compensation when you do that. Out top, Igo with the basketball. Goes over right side there to Rhodes. Back to Igo it goes. Igo at the elbow, dribbles around and attempts a leaner. Out of bounds it'll go. Good defense there by Bo Stevens. Nope, they're going to say it was off of Whiteoak.
Yep, off Mr. Igo. That was a nice block by Bo Stevens there.
And Stevens will put it in play as Whiteoak's going to come out and show some full court pressure. This is something we haven't seen him play much this year. As off the right side, it'll go to Malt. Ahead to Malt again. He'll take it for right side to Roberts. Roberts kicks it back out. Out top there, the ball almost taken away. Back to Roberts they go. The ball loose. In the corner, he picks it up. Now a shot up off the left corner. It's up and in. Dylan Schubert makes it 39-21.
It's going to be a timeout on the floor. We'll be back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV Network.
Step into your career at the Ohio Valley Career and Technical Center on March 25th from 4 to 7 p.m. Tour our building, meet our expert instructors, and explore 12 hands-on programs designed for real-world success. High school guidance counselors will be available to assist you with enrollment and answer questions. Ohio Valley CTC provides hands-on career training while allowing students to participate in sports, take college classes, and enjoy the full high school experience. Enrollment is based on availability, so you do not have to live in Adams County to attend. Visit the Ohio Valley CTC on March 25th to see how we can help you pioneer your pathway.
Minutes and 12 seconds to go in our ball game. I'm Don Bolzow with Brett Spencer. Our studio producer Sarah Rigdon doing a great job for us tonight. Brett and I are at Waverly High School. No, not Waverly Downtown Gym. I've heard it called the old gym. I've called it the downtown gym. I've heard it the old high school gym. But it's the place that you usually go to the tournament. We're up on top of the hill above Waverly at Waverly High School, a very pretty facility with a gym. Probably seats as many as the one downtown, doesn't it, Brett?
I would guess it does. What are we, 30, 35 feet above the floor right now?
Yeah, I'd say at least.
South Webster comes out of that timeout, and they commit a turnover over and back.
And with the basketball now, it's Blair working there against Malt. He'll try to go to Brandenburg, but it's taken away. Steal by Roberts. Bounce pass left side. They'll get Roberts ahead on a leaner. Nice little work between there. Hunter Barnard and Roberts. As the ball thrown ahead, it's knocked away. We'll get a foul against South Webster, though.
Eli Roberts now 18 points. I believe that foul is going to go against Mr. Hunter Barnard. That's only his first.
38-21 the score now.
Third team foul against South Webster in this third quarter. No team fouls on Whiteoak. 38-21, 17-point lead for South Webster. Whiteoak with possession.
Igo has the ball out there to Rhodes.
Down Bulls, a couple of nice baskets here. Maybe a three-pointer. We're right back in the game.
That's true. And obviously that timeout helped us, as Whiteoak has not panicked. A lot of teams would have panicked by this time and trying to do crazy things, and they're not. Thanks again to seasoned sponsors, including Health Source of Ohio, providing a unique and comprehensive approach to health right in your community. Bounce pass out top to Blair. Blair dribbling around. Goes off the right side. And a nice steal going the other way defensively, up and in. Dylan Schubert makes it 40-21 on quick hands. That young gentleman plays good defense.
Yes, he does. 6 points now.
Blair off the right side. Little rushed, misses the shot. The ball tipped around, and we'll get a foul called against Whiteoak now.
Yeah, recovery foul off that rebound.
Shack pregame report brought to you by Ron Lynch and Edward Jones Investments in Maysville and Peebles Save-A-Lot. Game days at 4:45 and just before we go courtside.
Sawyer Blair is going to pick up that foul. That's his first.
They'll go Malt on the left side. Back it'll come over there to Barnard. Bounce pass right side there, back to Schubert again. Schubert at the elbow, goes far right side. A little shot up and in. Bo Stevens gets two.
Bo Stevens off the bench now, 6 points. He averages 7 points a game.
42-21 the score. As driving in left side is Blair. It's up. It's good. Nice quick answer.
Yeah, Sawyer Blair now 4 points. Good quick answer.
And off of his foot, Stevens bounced it off his knee.
Got bailed out of that. There was a foul called on Zach Igo. That's his second. Team second for Whiteoak. He was on the floor. Beat ball out for South Webster.
That would have been a much-needed turnover there for Whiteoak.
Yes, it would have.
42-23 the score, 4:35 to go in our third quarter as Roberts misses a turnaround jumper. And rebound back down. It'll go there to Schubert, to Malt, to Stevens. Now to Barnard off the glass and in.
Hunter Barnard, 4 points now in the game.
44-23 ahead. Left side, it's Rhodes. Rhodes, bounce pass behind the defense, a little jumper up and in. Tedford makes it two.
Another timeout on the floor. We'll be back after this on Good Guys Radio TV Network and C103.
Love pizza? Snappy just made it even easier to satisfy your cravings. Download our brand new Snappy app today and unlock delicious perks. With Snappy Rewards, every order brings you closer to free pizza, exclusive deals, and VIP access to our latest creations. Order faster, earn rewards, and never miss out on a mouth-watering Snappy flavor. Search Snappy Tomato Pizza in your app store now and join the club where every bite pays off.
Score 44-25. Timeout called there by Whiteoak. Brett, this game's not over. I like what Greg Patton did just there because this is critical timing right here in the second half of this third quarter.
I agree. We always talk about that first 4 minutes. It hasn't been, it's really only been they've outscored, South Webster's outscored Whiteoak by 2 in this third quarter. But, yeah, I think it was nice. I think Patton had seen enough. He wanted to stop the play and reorganize a little bit. I want to thank CMT Components for presenting this game.
You didn't want to present it?
I don't know how to present it, but I'm glad CMT does. CMT Components, thank you.
Oh. One of these days I need to quit picking on you.
Now you're getting a size 4 hat, 48 shirt effort over here.
Anyway, out of that timeout, Whiteoak will have the basketball. Excuse me, I'm sorry. South Webster will have the basketball. Maybe your theory will fall through and will follow through, and South Webster will turn it over. What do you think?
I would like it.
As back out top, they'll go right side again now to Schubert. Now Roberts way out. Again, he's probably the most complete player we've seen all season as far as he has all the tools. Out of bounds, it'll be South Webster ball. But we see a lot of players that play as well as he does.
Yes.
But they're not 6'8".
Well, I thought that was going to be the difference in the game, a 6'8" player, and he's been that. But I think the biggest difference in this game has been the point guard play or the guard play by South Webster, and also the defense they put upon the guards for Whiteoak.
Yeah, I mean, Roberts has had 2 or 3 clear-up blocks. He scored, what'd you say, 18 points, I believe it is.
Right.
And shot up off the left side, no good. Rebound back down to Igo. Out ahead, it's taken away. Back the other way it goes. And up and in Barnard. There's your guard play again.
Exactly. Barnard, great defense. And then he just elevates above his defender for his 6th point of the game.
46-25 is. But anyway, and he's had some rebounds. I mean, he has affected the game.
Absolutely.
But he has not dominated the game.
No, it's been the point guard, or been the guard play, I think, has been the difference in this game thus far.
And remember, folks, North Adams played this team back January 14th and only lost to them by 2. And it was at South Webster. And North Adams had just come on. I'm trying to think of what it was. It was just a huge game the night before. And North Adams, not to make an excuse, but I'd like to see them play again. It won't happen. As they'll go far right side, left side for Roberts for a 3. Nope, rebound. Boy, he has a pretty shot. As back out top with the basketball there, it is Schubert. Now back over again, they'll find Roberts. What are you talking about, a mismatch? Zach Igo and Roberts paired up. What is Igo, 5'10"?
Mr. Igo is 5'10". He's a junior.
5'10" versus 6'8". You think he feels it? I bet he does.
Turnover by South Webster. Possession for Whiteoak. Full court press.
Our producer-director on Good Guys Radio TV tonight, Mr. Brandon Rigdon, as always, doing a great job. Brandenburg goes right side to Blair. They try to go over there to Igo. Back out it'll go now to Blair. He'll drive in, a little hesitation shot. He was trying to draw the foul, didn't get it. Roberts on the rebound. Roberts throws it ahead far right side now there to Schubert. Ball fake, pulls it down, then shoots a 3. Whew. That was a nice look.
Dylan Schubert now 9 points in the game. He averages 13.6.
He can play on my team anytime, right?
Correct.
As Schubert, a 6'1" senior.
Roberts alters another shot for Whiteoak.
Out ahead now, they'll find Barnard, and he answers. It's up and in.
Mr. Barnard, he's really impressed me, especially in this third quarter. He has 6 points in this third quarter, 8 overall.
And a shot missed by Rhodes. That was partially blocked, I believe, by Stevens. Back the other way we go, and this time it was
Brian McClintock for his 5th point of the game. They have 7 players in the scoring column right now. South Webster does.
We were talking about the critical last 4 minutes this quarter. It is now getting out of hand against Whiteoak. Driving in right side, shot missed again. Back the other way we go. This time Barnard has it. He'll lose it out of bounds. That next game, by the way, doesn't begin. We'll be back on the air at about 8 o'clock. There's a possibility we may we won't leave the air. We will leave here from Waverly and let you listen to some good country music. But if you should tune in and hear music, please stay with us because we'll be back on the air. That second game tip-off is not till 8:30.
Christopher Wessner is going to check back in for Whiteoak. Also back in Owen Malt for South Webster. 53-25 is your score. South Webster on top with Whiteoak with possession. We're inside of 1:15 to go in this third quarter.
As driving in right side, shot missed by Igo. Rebound down by Roberts. Back off the left side. Over there will be McClintock. McClintock dribbling around.
I don't think Whiteoak has had an uncontested shot in this entire third quarter.
And Roberts with the dunk. Turned around, got accolades from the bench, of course.
I like a good dunk, but I like a better pass.
Yeah. 55-25 the score. 30-point margin here. As Whiteoak will put it in play against full court pressure.
Dylan Schubert picks up his third foul, team's fourth. Checking back in is going to be Brigham Burton. He'll check in for Eli Roberts.
And he pulled his shirt tail out as if he might be leaving the game for the rest of the night. As Coach Norm Person, you can bet he does not want his star player to get injured. Blair with the basketball, dribbling around out top, kicks it there to Igo. Now he'll go ahead and find Tedford. Brandenburg back out to Tedford, now to Blair again. Blair looking, goes to Igo off the right side. We're down to 25 seconds, third quarter. As now left side again to Tedford. Westner, excuse me. And it's taken away, a turnover again. And a foul called off of the turnover. 15.1 seconds to go in our third quarter. It'll be a foul against Whiteoak.
I think after the turnover is a recovery foul, and they're going to call that on Mr. Christopher Westner. That's now his second foul. Only the team's third.
Scoreboard update brought to you by Jeff Newman and his staff at H&R Block in West Union. The score, well, it is South Webster 55 and Whiteoak 25. As driving in off the right side is Schubert. He misses the shot. Igo with the basketball. You know, Roberts makes a difference when he's not out there, I can tell you that. Blair, and that'll end the quarter. We're back after this. Fourth quarter up next. South Webster 55, Whiteoak 25, here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Love pizza? Snappy just made it even easier to satisfy your cravings. Download our brand new Snappy app today and unlock delicious perks. With Snappy Rewards, every order brings you closer to free pizza, exclusive deals, and VIP access to our latest creations. Order faster, earn rewards, and never miss out on a mouth-watering Snappy flavor. Search Snappy Tomato Pizza in your app store now and join the club where every bite pays off.
One of the biggest rivalries in sports is reigniting on Sunday, March 16th at West Union High School.
Dylan low, Dylan shot up and in.
Come out as the Venture Production Hawks battle the Adams County Sheriff's Eagles.
Duncan Darrell's been known to shoot a three, loads one up and puts it in.
Doors open at 1 p.m., tip-off at 2.
Out top, it comes there again to Brian Carroll. Shot up and in.
Three-pointer.
Come and enjoy a big day of basketball action or tune in on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV.
The score is 55-25, and once again I want to thank Brandon Rigdon, the producer-director of Good Guys Radio TV. He's the one allowing you to enjoy that on your TV at home. Smart TV, I don't know, maybe you're watching on your phone, your tablet. Check it out if you haven't. If you're listening to us on C103, you can watch this game, and you can go to our YouTube channel, our Facebook. We do ask that you share, like, and subscribe. That's what we need you to do if you want us to continue doing these things. As a shot up off the right side coming out of the third quarter break. That's up and in. That was Aiden Crow in the ball game now. 55-27 the score.
Mr. Aiden Crow, his first 2 points of the game. South Webster shot 71% from the field, 10 for 14 in that third quarter. That's where the separation was all created.
Well, your percentage goes way up on those breakaway layups, doesn't it?
Yes.
Once again, out will go to Schubert off the left side, and he goes in almost unmolested and scores, making it 57-27.
Dylan Schubert now, he joins the double-digit club. He has 11 points, averages 13.6 for South Webster.
Stick around after the game as we wrap it up with stats and comments and much more on the Willie and Son Trucking post-game show.
Checking back in is going to be Mr. Christian White. Also checking in is Brigham Burton for South Webster.
6:55 to go in our ball game as a shot up off the left wing. It's by Rhodes. Nope. Rebound fought for. Who ends up with it there? It'll be Michael. Shot missed. We'll have a foul. You know, one outstanding athlete will enjoy some snappy pizza. We'll name our Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Game tonight. Brought to you by Snappies in Seaman and West Union.
Bo Stevens for the Jeeps picks up his third personal foul, first in this fourth quarter. 57-27, South Webster Jeeps over top of the Whiteoak Wildcats. We're at about 6:42 to go in the ball game.
We mentioned earlier has a foul, a shot up off the left side by Blair. Nice job.
Sawyer Blair, nice shot there. He has 6 points in the game. Averages 12.5.
57-29 now. Once again, South Webster with the lead. We're in the top of a pretty tall set of bleachers here, way up top looking down over the ball game. In a beautiful facility here at Waverly High School. Going through Waverly, most people wouldn't know this existed, would they, Brett?
I didn't know. It's my first time here.
And a steal in the basket, or excuse me, a takeaway off the rebound. Back the other way we go. Rhodes, little fall-away jump shot at the elbow is blocked or partially blocked. McClintock has the basketball. They'll get it ahead to Schubert. He puts it up and in again. Or is that, no, that's not Schubert, excuse me. That's Brigham Burton.
Brigham Burton, 8th player for South Webster now in the scoring column. Nice catch by Mr. Burton. Also, nice body control to get that ball in for his first 2 points.
Now off the right side, they'll go there to Blair. Blair, a couple crossovers at the elbow again. Shot, no. Rebound, but underneath. Nice job there by Rhodes. Rhodes, a fall away 8-footer. Yes, it's up and in.
Xander Rhodes now 8 points in the game.
59-31 now as Whiteoak starts to eat into this lead.
So that subtlety of Mr. Eli Roberts pulling his shirt out late in the third quarter when they called him over to the bench, you may be right. He has not rejoined this game.
Yes. Rhodes tries to go inside with an entry pass. It's knocked away. Turnover again. Out ahead off of Stevens to McClintock. And driving in, it was Malt.
Owen Malt now 6 points for the South Webster Jeeps.
61-31. Ahead, Aiden Crow with the ball. And back out top again to Michael. And out of Rhodes. And again, another turnover. 4:36 to go in our fourth quarter. Driving ahead, shot up and in by McClintock. 63-31 the score now.
Ryan McClintock now 7 points for the Jeeps.
As the ball knocked away again and saved back in. Nice defense there on the part of Stevens.
Checking in for South Webster, it's going to be Cole Bennett. Cole is a 5'10" sophomore. He will replace Mr. Owen Malt, who gave him some great minutes. Owen Malt averages 4 points a game. He had 6 on tonight's evening.
4:22 to go in our fourth and final quarter. It's time for that H&R Block scoreboard update. H&R Block in West Union, your tax and financial partner. Off the left side there, Aiden Crow. Crow looking. Back out top to Michael, and then for our right side to Rhodes. And the ball bounced on the baseline, so Whiteoak will keep it.
Back in for Whiteoak, that's going to be Brady Brandenburg. He's going to replace Xander Rhodes, 6'2" senior. His fans give him a nice round of applause. Also back in is going to be Braden Barnard for the South Webster Jeeps.
Whiteoak will lose only 3 seniors. They'll have the makings as a leaner up off the left side by Brandenburg. That's up and in. Brandenburg, by the way, a 6'2" junior. The score 63-33.
Mr. Brandenburg now 9 points. He averages 12.2 points a game.
Xander Rhodes, Jackson Tedford, and Aiden Crow, the 3 seniors on this Whiteoak ball club. And over the right side in the corner, a 3-shot up. It's good. That was Christian White, making it 66-33 now.
Christian White made a 3-pointer from the left wing to open the game. He hits that one from the right corner for his 6th point.
Now 3-shot to answer, no. It's that was Blair. Rebound out ahead, right side there to Burton. Burton turnaround up off the glass and in.
Brigham Burton now 4 points for South Webster.
And at that point, we will go to a running clock now. 68-33 the score. Blair has it out top. We're down to 3 minutes to go in our ball game. Second game up, Fairfield takes on Western.
That should be a very competitive game right there, Don Bowles.
Boy, it should be. As a shot up off the left side. This time, who was that? That was
Connor Dickey just got into the game. Everybody's scoring for South Webster.
Let's make the score 70-33 now. As back we go the other way. Missed shot. Ball loose on the floor. Back out it goes. Saved ahead there to Michael. Just sit there right side to Brandenburg. Brandenburg misses the shot. He's fouled.
I think they're going to call that foul on Brian McClintic.
70-33 the score.
It's only Mr. McClintic's first personal foul, second team foul. 70-33 is the score. South Webster Jeeps on top, running clock.
And a foul shot is off the front.
Back end's going to be Zach Igo, also coming in Grady Roberts for Whiteoak. J.M. Froke checks in for South Webster.
Giving the fans a chance to thank Jackson Tedford and Aiden Crow, both seniors, bowing out here at tournament style. Not a bad look here. District semifinals, though, a ball club that I'm sure didn't have the winning didn't win as many games as they'd like to have won, but still had a really nice, successful season, especially in growth of some young men. Off the far right side, shot up there by Burton, no good. And Brett, I believe we might see some of these guys with that smaller ball. What do you think?
That'd be talking about the Whiteoak Ball Club?
Yeah.
Yes, they like handling that baseball. What a fine club. Corey Burton's going to check in. He's a freshman, 6'2", for South Webster.
You don't want to see any of them play baseball, right?
I love watching them play baseball. And that field over there, like a little minor league ball field over there.
37 seconds to go in our fourth and final quarter. 70-34 is the score. The ball tipped out of bounds ahead. It'll be Whiteoak basketball, but the decision has been made. The decision as to who wins this basketball game, as it will be 18 seconds to go down, and this will probably be the last. I think they're going to walk it out. They are. And the final score is going to be 70-34. It is going to be Whiteoak bowing out of tournament play here at Waverly High School. They lose to a very, very, very good South Webster basketball team. South Webster improves as they will move on to district finals. They will play the winner of our next game here. They will play either Fairfield Lions or Western Latham Indians. And, of course, we hope that'll be Fairfield. Don't forget, up next is our Willie & Son Trucking post-game show. We will also have a conversation with Coach Greg Patton doing our ACRMC Coaches Comment Show. And we will, of course, name our Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Game and much more. But first this, as we now move to our Willie & Son Trucking post-game show on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
What we believe matters because it shapes who we are. At First State Bank, we believe in rural communities. We have since our start in 1884. We're proud of where we come from. And while others have come and gone, we've remained because standing by the folks you believe in is what a real local bank does. First State Bank, built on belief.
The Ohio Valley CTC is excited to introduce a brand new HVAC program. The program will be open to all juniors and seniors. Enrollment is based on program availability, so you do not have to live in Adams County to attend. This program will prepare the next generation of skilled technicians to meet the growing demands of the HVAC industry. Students will train with the latest technology, gaining the skills needed for a successful career in HVAC. Do not miss this opportunity. Contact the Ohio Valley CTC today and pioneer your pathway towards a rewarding career in HVAC.
And Whiteoak, on the other hand, drops to 9-14. Whiteoak getting here to the district semis. I think a lot of people would have been surprised that happened, but I wasn't. As late in the season we saw them improve. In the first quarter, it looked to me like Greg Patton had a pretty nice game plan. He came out, slowed the basketball down a little bit, and they were able to hold South Webster to a margin of 19-13 there in the first quarter. As actually as late as with 3:04 to go in the first quarter, it was a 1-point ball game. They scored 9-8. But it was at that point that second quarter is when South Webster came up and they picked up the backcourt defense, and then they also on-ball pressure, and they outscored Whiteoak in the second quarter 15-4. That point they led 34-17 at the end of the half. In the third quarter, it was just more of the same, as they outscored Whiteoak 21-7, taking a 55-25 lead at the end of the third quarter. And then the fourth and final quarter, pretty much the same again, 15-9. South Webster outscores the Wildcats. And again, the final score is 70-34. Again, remember, this will be our first game of 2 here tonight from Waverly High School, as we will stay here and we will have Fairfield versus Western Latham. The way it looks, we will probably go back to the studio for music between now and our game time. Now, don't forget, there is a third game on tonight, and that game is taking place at the downtown Waverly gym, and that game is Eastern, the Warriors, taking on Chesapeake. And that game also will begin at 8:30, so you can watch on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV. You can watch Fairfield versus Western and listen on 99.5 The Edge to that Eastern Chesapeake game. We will also be back on the air tomorrow night. We have 4 games tomorrow night, and it should be a big night for basketball for the Shack, as we will take a quick break now. We'll be right back. Brett Spencer has individual and team stats. We'll be right back after this on the Willie & Son Trucking Postgame Show here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Final clearance sale on all remaining 2024 models in stock at Jerry Haig Motors. $8,000 off 24 Suburban or Tahoes with Chevy Loyalty. Or check out a 24 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab RST with $10,000 off with Chevy Loyalty. All 24 models priced to sell. Hurry in for the best selection. Trade-ins are welcome. No gimmicks or tricks added to the deal. So stop in at Jerry Haig Motors in Hillsboro. I'm Steve Haig, and I want your business.
Welcome back to Willie & Son Trucking Postgame Show. Now here is Mr. Brett Spencer with individual and team stats for the winners of tonight's ball game, the South Webster Jeeps.
Breaking down both, South Webster Jeeps came in highly ranked, and they proved their merit tonight in this game. Whiteoak fought very valiantly, but fell 70-34 overall. In the first quarter, South Webster shot 8 for 15 from the field. That's 62%. 1 for 6 from beyond the arc. That's 17%. Overall, in that first quarter, scored 19-13 was the score. South Webster on top. Second quarter, 5 for 10 from the field for South Webster, 50%. 2 for 4, 50% as well from beyond the arc. Overall, in that first half, 13 for 25 from the field, 52%. 3 for 10 from beyond the arc, 30%. That 6-point lead had now jumped up to 17, 34-17. South Webster on top. Third quarter was where the big separation occurred. 10 for 14 from the field, 71% for South Webster, 0 for 1 from beyond the arc, and that score now had jumped from 17 to 30, 55-25. In the fourth quarter, they pretty much brought their bench out. 5 for 11 from the field, 45%, 0 for 2 from beyond the arc overall. In the game, 28 for 50 from the field, 56%, 3 for 13 from beyond the arc, 23%. And again, that final score, 70-34. In the first half, the Jeeps shot 5 for 5 from the free throw line, all of them coming from the hands of Mr. Eli Roberts, 6'8" senior. They took no free throw attempts in that second half, so they finished 5 for 5. That's 100%. Now, they had 8 different players get into the scoring column. It was Dylan Schubert. He had 2 points. It was Brigham Burton. He had 4 points. Next, we had Christian White. He had a total of 6 points. He also committed 2 fouls. Owen Malt, he also contributed 6 points in the ball game. Bo Stevens, another player with 6 points. He committed 3 fouls. Brian McClintock, he came in off the bench, scored 7 points. He also committed 1 foul. Next, we had Hunter Bernard. He scored 8 points. He also had 1 foul. Then we're going to get into a couple players with double digits. It was Dylan Schubert, a 6'1" senior. He finished the evening with 11. He averages 13.6. He also committed 3 fouls. It was Eli Roberts. He did not touch the floor in the fourth quarter. He finished the evening with 20 points. He had 8 in the first quarter, turned around in the second quarter, contributed another 8, and then overall 4 more points in that third quarter. He finished the evening 20 points, 5 for 5 from the free throw line. He also committed 2 fouls.
All right, we will take another quick break. And when we come back, I believe it'll be the ACRMC Coaches Comment Show, as Coach Greg Patton is on his way up here. And we will be back with that. Again, it's the ACRMC Coaches Comment Show right after this here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
The Dickey Group invites you to explore country living at its finest. Visit thedickeygroup.com to see pictures of an extensively renovated 2-story farmhouse on Cemetery Road near Peebles, Ohio, featuring a gas fireplace with brick hearth, hardwood floors, 3-bedroom, 2-bath floor plan with outdoor living space and outdoor kitchen, heated garage and shop, livestock barn with horse stalls, set on 6.4 acres. Jeff Dickey or one of his agents can schedule your tour today. Visit thedickeygroup.com for more listings and information.
Nothing like the crack of a bat.
3, and it's a ground ball to the pitcher. They'll get the runner at second. Can they turn 2? They do.
C103 and 995 The Edge, along with Good Guys Radio TV baseball action is here.
And this is going to be knocked out, fly ball towards center field. It's going to hit the gap. That's going to bring Gallinger home and be good for a double for Holden.
Between regular season baseball and tournament season baseball action, we have it all for you, all for free.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Yeah, I don't think they would, but as the season went on, your team got better, didn't it?
Yeah, they did. Like I said, I wasn't real happy at the beginning of the season. I mean, we started off 2-0, and then we, I think, lost 5 in a row, and just couldn't put it together there early. And then we started really figuring it out, and I kind of changed some stuff up with practice to help out with that, and they responded. We still go through our slump where, for whatever reason, we can't shoot the ball, but like I said, we kept getting better as the year went along.
Well, and the reason I bring that up to start is because I thought you got rewarded with the district semifinal basketball game, and I think you guys belonged here.
Yeah, I felt like we did. Like I said, I knew they was going to be a pretty hard matchup, and, you know, obviously a legendary coach and, you know, a heck of a team there. So,
well, and they've got so many components. What people, if they haven't seen them, and people, of course, watched on Good Guys tonight would see this. Sure, they've got an Eli Roberts at 6'8", shoots threes. I mean, he's an all-around player, 100% player. But that said, nobody talks about their guard play, do they?
No, they don't. But, you know, I watched plenty of film on them, and it was like, man, they can all shoot, all good off the bounce, defend the ball really well. And, you know, I thought at times we handled their pressure with their jump traps because we knew it was coming, and at times we did good with that. And as far as looking up the court, trying to get the ball in quick, look up the court, and we did good at that stages. But they're just good.
Yeah. That said, you got the makings of a pretty good ball club coming back, Greg.
I'm hoping so. Like I said, you know, we lose 3 big seniors that hopefully some of these younger guys can step up. But we do. We got quite a bit coming back, and hopefully to build on that. The practices have been going good, and them challenging these guys. So hopefully it won't be too bad a transition for us.
Well, and you talk about seniors, you got Xander Rhodes, Jackson Tedford, and Aiden Crow, 3 kids that have been an important part of your basketball team, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. They've been a huge part of it. I've coached Jackson for 2 years. He just played the 2 years. And then Xander and Aiden, I got to coach for 4 years, 2 on JV, which Xander only had for 4 or 5 games, but then I had them, you know, all in varsity. Just can't say enough about them guys. They're a great group of young men.
Well, obviously you'd like to have won a lot more ball games. Everybody would. You know, you'd like to go to state tournament and all that. But I think, are you pretty pleased with where the team ends up?
I felt like we could have probably snuck out a couple more wins, but, you know, like we talked about before, as far as the beginning of the season to the end, I was really pleased with how he progressed, and hopefully have their program heading in the right direction here.
Well, and a good part of that, Xander Rhodes, again, Jackson Tedford, Aiden Crow. Some good memories and some steps in the right direction for the Whiteoak program.
Yeah, and that's what I told him in there. I thanked him, for helping build what my vision is for this school here, the team. And, like you said, they've been a huge part of it.
Greg, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Greg Patton joins us here, Whiteoak Wildcats coach. We'll take a break. We'll be back with our Willie & Son Trucking postgame show. But first this, here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Trying to find a durable new look for your retail office, house, garage, or new barn dominium? Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding has added 2 new profiles within the past year that would make great options. A heavier 26-gauge metal board and batten with several colors to choose from adds a fresh new look to any project regardless of size. Or come in and check out our new options for standing seam. If it's steel roofing and siding, it comes from Higgins. Located in Hillsboro and Jackson, Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding. Family owned and operated since 1958.
Step into your career at the Ohio Valley Career and Technical Center on March 25th from 4 to 7 p.m. Tour our building, meet our expert instructors, and explore 12 hands-on programs designed for real-world success. High school guidance counselors will be available to assist you with enrollment and answer questions. Ohio Valley CTC provides hands-on career training while allowing students to participate in sports, take college classes, and enjoy the full high school experience. Enrollment is based on availability, so you do not have to live in Adams County to attend. Visit the Ohio Valley CTC on March 25th to see how we can help you pioneer your pathway.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our Willie & Son Trucking post-game show. Good guy, Greg Patton. He works very hard with his ball club. And again, it's not sour grapes and it's not any belittle them. They finished the season well and in a good place. So now let's take a look at their individual and team stats. Once again, here is Mr. Brett Spencer.
Yeah, Don Bowles, the amount of time these coaches devote to the development of these student athletes, not only as their athleticism, but also to get them prepared for the next level. We'll be talking about 3 of those young men that will be our Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game. But let's look at Whiteoak in that first quarter. They shot 6 for 13, 46% from the field. Not bad. And 0 for 2 from beyond the arc. And they trailed by 6, 19-13. I was real comfortable with that at that point. In that second quarter, shot 1 for 7 from the field, 14%, 0 for 3 from beyond the arc. Overall in the first half, 7 for 20 from the field, 35%, 0 for 5 from beyond the arc. In that first half score, it was 34-17. That 6-point lead for South Webster had jumped to 17 points. In the third quarter, that's where South Webster shot 71%, going 10 for 14 from the field. Well, Whiteoak went 3 for 10 from the field, 30%. They did not attempt any three-point shots. 55-25 was your third quarter break score. Fourth quarter, shot pretty well, 4 for 9 from the field, 44%, 0 for 1 from beyond the arc. Overall in the second half, 7 for 19 from the field, 37%, 0 for 1 from beyond the arc. That final score, 70-34 from the field. The entire game, 14 for 39 from the field, 36%. They did not convert any three-point shots, 0 for 6 on the evening from beyond the arc. From the free throw line, they struggled, 3 for 6 in that first half, 50%. It got worse in the second half, 1 for 5, 20% overall, 4 for 11 in the game, 36%. Now they had 8 players get in the scoring column. It was Christopher Westner, 5'8" freshman. He came in, scored 2 points. He also committed 2 fouls. Aiden Crow, 6'3" senior. He finished the evening with 2 points. Jonah Michael, a 6'1" sophomore. He finished with 2 points, went 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Connor Dickey, he came in that fourth quarter, 5'8" sophomore. He contributed 2 points on the evening. Zach Igo, he had 2 points on the evening, went 0 for 1 from beyond the arc. He also committed 2 fouls. Next we had Sawyer Blair, young man that averages 12.5. Well, tonight he was running the point most of the time, and also backing down into Eli Roberts at 6'8". He finished with 6 points on the evening. He committed 1 foul. It was Xander Rhodes, averages 12.7. Tonight he had 8 points, and he went 2 for 4 from the free throw line. And Brady Brandenburg, a young man that averages 12.2. Well, he was consistent throughout the evening. He scored in all 4 quarters. He finished the evening with 10 points. He also went 2 for 4 from the free throw line.
Brett Spencer, it's now time to name our Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Game. 3 fine young gentlemen that I think we might see in a couple of weeks or a few weeks playing a little baseball, but finishing their basketball career, they've been a big part of this team.
I'm going to start with Mr. Aiden Crow, 6'3" senior. He's going to be your Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Game. Jackson Tedford, 6'2" senior. He as well will be your Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Game. And Xander Rhodes, 6'2" senior. He as well will share in that Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Game. Snappy Tomato Pizza in West Union and Seaman. Congratulations to Mr. Xander Rhodes, Jackson Tedford, Aiden Crow. Look forward to seeing you with that smaller ball.
Once again, final score, 70-34. It was South Webster moving on to play the winner of the next game we have here, Western or Fairfield. Of course, we hope it's Fairfield. Brett, I, and Brandon are going to take a break here, and we're going to send you back to the studio, and we'll be back on the air in probably a little over a half hour. So if you'll stay with us, we'll be back. And up next, it'll be the Fairfield Lions taking on the Western Indians.
The next game, it's worth waiting for. It should be a very competitive game, and we're going to see 2 very athletic ball clubs.
Should be. You can hear that on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components. For Brandon and Brett, I'm Don Bowles. We'll be back in just a little bit.